I have been getting so many questions. Yo, Mr. Raby, should I summon for LR Jiren? Yo, should I summon for the step-ups? Which one? I'm free to play, or I can't buy that many stones. Which banner should I really focus on? Or I don't have many stones. Which banner should I focus on? Today, I'm going to be answering that question for you guys. I'm not really going to touch upon the Tanabata banner. I know a lot of people probably will skip that or probably will summon for it. I know people are very hyped for it as well. But the main questions I've been getting is comparing the LR Jiren banner to the step-up banners. We're going to take a look at both banners, which we're going to basically decide which one is the best for you. So let's first break down LR Jiren and his banner, okay? I'm going to explain to you why this guy is so freaking good and what you should really take into consideration before you go ahead and summon on this banner. So let's just hop into it. So really quick, I just want to say a lot of people are easily, influenced when someone says, or including me too, right? Ooh, best unit in the game, best unit in the game, best unit in the game. LR Jiren is that, right? He has that potential, right? He is one of the best units in the game, but that doesn't mean that when you pull him, he's going to be destroying everything, right? Because this Dokkan is team oriented. It's not just soloing, like, right? Like, Jiren is going to be complete garbage without a team, right? So before we take a look at the banner, right? Let's take a look at LR Jiren. Okay, so LR Jiren is just an amazing unit. Universe 11, key 3, 170% to all stats is very good. He also leads Universal Survival Saga, category key 3, 150% to all stats, which is also very, very, very strong. On his 12 key, he greatly lowers attack and defense, sorry. And then on his 18 key, he massively lowers defense with a medium chance of stunning the enemy, which again was very, very, very good. Passive skill. Attack and defense 200% at the start of turn. Very good defensively and offensively at the start. Key +1 with each attack received up to 5. This is another thing you really want to look at when you're deciding whether you should summon for a unit or not. Their ability to build up ki from their passive is very, very, very good in the game. Attacks effective against all types when the target enemy is an attack down or defensive down status. Your ability to... This right here is basically ignoring type disadvantage or different types in the game, right? So he's going to be doing the amount of damage he will be regardless of whoever he's fighting. This is very, very, very strong. Focus on that for 2 seconds, okay? Oh wait, not focus on that for 2 seconds. Just we're going to come back to that in 2 seconds. And then performs a critical hit on stunned enemies. So again, very, very, very strong. Active skill, attack and defense 30%. All enemies attack and defense minus 30% and stuns them for 1 turn. Can be activated upon entering the next turn after receiving 5 attacks. So the reason why, 5 attacks, this could take a few turns, but this can also be like immediately, like SBR, extreme SBR, certain, and sometimes even Legendary Goku event, you will be attacked 3-4 times in a turn. Put Jiren in that slot, boom. So he's going to also build up ki from his passive, right? But then this active skill is very strong. Attack and defense was 30% on top of what he's doing from his passive is insane, right? 30% of 200%, actually 30% of whatever he has at that moment is going to be incredibly powerful, but also attack and defense minus 30% for all enemies, so he's going to be defending better and hitting even harder, which is why this Jiren is just so freaking good. Now remember, effective against all types when target enemy is an attack down or defensive down status. Why is this so important? You have a unit like this, right? This is why this topo is really good. Not only does he actually have defense now, but look at what he does. All enemies, defense minus 70%. All enemies defense minus 70. All enemies defense minus 70%. All allies key 1 attacking defense 40%, and all enemies defense minus 70%. Just by having this guy on rotation with Jiren, he is giving Jiren attack and defense plus 40%, which he does not need, right? This LR Jiren does not need it, right? And then you can take into consideration links, very good, but this guy is lowering defense immediately. You don't have to do anything else. Just by having this STR topo on rotation, Jiren is going to activate this ability to be effective against all types, which is very strong. But another person that can do this, that's actually on Jiren's banner, is this guy right here, right? So on their super attack, they lower attack and defense. Again, the boss has to be, or whoever you're fighting has to have the ability to have their attack and defense lowered. But when that is the case, that is the case. Now this guy, again, is very, very, very strong. But the reason why I like STR Topo a little bit better here is because he does this immediately, just by existing, whereas this guy has a super attack, which means that you're going to have to put this guy in the first slot. That way he can lower the enemy's attack and defense, and then Jiren in that second slot, right, to activate that ability, and then the third slot is going to be rotating out. So I'd rather just be giving 40% attack and defense to Jiren, and then immediately having him just turn 1 first slot effective against all types, which is really, really strong. Now this brings me to my second point of his category, right? So LR Jiren is on Universe 11, obviously. Universe 11, again, he's going to be very, very strong. Universal Bravo Saga, Realm of Gods, Full Power, Universe 11, and Space Traveling Warriors are his categories. If you can't build a solid team around this guy, please don't worry about him. All right, do not worry about him. He's going to be on every single Legendary Summon banner moving forward, and then I guess he'll eventually be in the coin shop as well. Now keep something else into consideration. Okay, if you can't build the Universe 11 team, I would say stay away from this guy. If you cannot build this team, stay away from this guy. There's like literally only 6 units on this team. So you have LR Jiren, same name throughout. It's Full Power Jiren, right? And then you have this Topo, which again, the exact name is Topo Pride Trooper, so you can actually run him with this STR Topo. But you have this guy, Dispo, STR Topo, this Jiren, and Casserole, who stacks defense, an amazing free-to-play unit, definitely going to help out on this team. So you have exactly 6 units. If you don't have STR Topo or Dispo by now, like, I actually have both Rainbow. I've been playing the game for a good amount of time, or I've also been summoning a lot too, so having, I mean, that makes me sound like a whale, but I've just been able to luckily pull enough of these guys to have them rainbowed, so that sets me up even better, right? Especially for the easy ace. Not LR Jiren, I already have. You see what I'm saying? Now this guy, again, if you are not planning to pull this guy or pull this guy, just stay away from the banner. If you, like, I feel like this team is so good around him, right? You need to build this team to really make him look so freaking powerful that if you don't have these units, there's just no point, right? Until you actually get them. Now, a lot of people should have copies of Topo and Dispo because the gift cards, like, these units are actually available through those gift cards. So, like, I've always been pleading, pick those units up, especially copies of them. They're very, very, very strong. Dispo, not as much as Topo, but at least one or the other, right? But again, if you can't build this team, I would just say stay away from him. He will pop up in every other legendary summon from here on out, okay? So Jiren, very, very strong. Let's hop back into the their banner, right? So this banner, I'm not gonna lie to you, is actually one of the best legendary summon banners I've seen. It's not insane, but it's also insane, right? So you have Jiren, obviously an amazing guy. This Topo is very, very strong. This Topo, again, his EZA we just covered, very strong. Dispo, his EZA is you know. This physical Resurrection F Blue Goku is absolutely amazing. I feel like he's severely underrated. Whis, one of the best defensive units in the game. This Skinny Boo, he just wrecks SBR and Extreme SBR. He's very, very, very strong. Inri Rian, an absolute amazing unit. And then you got Boda Magetta, you know, Frost Miss. What's his name? Champa. He's better now with his awakening, but still kind of like a miss. And then Brigadmo, as you can tell by the name, Brigadmo, right? So very, very strong. Another cool thing is that all these SRs can raise the super attack of these units that you pull here. So these 2 units can actually awaken into Boda Magetta, which you can feed into him. This physical Whis can feed into the STR Whis, and then this AGL Frost can feed into the STR Frost. It's a very wholesome banner. It's a very strong banner. So you can throw in 500 stones. If you pull Whis, and then this guy, and then a copy of Brigadmo, and then even like one of these, that's a W. Because especially if you have none of these units, this is going to be a very, 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 very good banner for you to pull on. A very good banner. If you have every single unit except for these 2, it's going to be tricky, right? It's going to be very tricky, especially if you are limited on stones. Now remember, at the end of the day, it's just really about like what you want to summon on. Like, what do you want? Do you want Jiren more, or do you want the step up banner, which we're about to get to in just a second? Just remember, again, Jiren is very good. If you can't run his team, I would personally say stay away. You might still choose to summon, which is perfectly okay. I would just say probably stay away. But if you do not have a single unit on this banner, a single unit, you might want to hop in. Now, another amazing thing about this is you have this. You have Rose. I mean, look, man. You got Bojack, who's disgusting now. You got Rose. You got my favorite LR in the game. You got Keon Khalifa, dude. You got Gumku. You got Majin Vegeta feels like he's better just because of his super tech revamp, which definitely isn't the case, but still, it just feels like he's better. You got Beerus, you got UI Goku, man, you got Baby, man. It's like, dude, You see, like this is the reason why LR banners are so good sometimes, is because like in 1,000 stones, I feel like you're guaranteed an LR in 1,000. Is it possible to go 1,000 stones without an LR? Yes, but with the amount of just unfeatured LRs at this point, it's just dumb. How it's literally just dumb. How many LRs in here? Like there's a good chance of you going 1,000 stones and pulling 3, 4, 5 LRs, especially if you're newer in the game. So just keep that in mind, all right? So let me know what you guys think. Let's hop straight into the step ups. Now the step ups, a lot more bang for your buck, if you get what I'm saying. So a full rotation, it's 5 rotations, right? Let's break this down a little bit. There's 5 rotations in total. The first step, an Extreme Z Awakenable character guaranteed. So here are all the EZAs that are going to be guaranteed. This is not updated, so obviously all the units that have gotten EZA'd since the last step up will also be added here. Keep that in mind. So a unit who has been EZA'd is guaranteed, okay? Which is very good for 20 stones. The next step, which costs 30 stones, is a super or extreme class leader guaranteed. So what do you see here? Super or extreme class leaders, especially your 120s. Now this step is actually so valuable right now because of these guys are actually getting EZAs now, which are making them very, very, very strong. I think 4 of these guys have gotten EZA. Super 17, we got Broly, we got Kid Buu, and now we have Super Gogeta, all just amazing units. And then these guys down here are very, very, very strong as well. So if you're missing some of these, like, dude, once all these guys get their EZAs, it's just gonna be, and it's for 30 stones. You get a 1 guaranteed for 30 stones. Now the next step, which costs 50, okay? You get a super class type category leader guaranteed. A super class category. So this is again last year, but this has been updated. All the super class category leaders are going to be on here. Then the next step, the 4th step, is an extreme category leader. So all the extreme category leaders, there's a lot more now, obviously, will show up right here. And then guess what? The last step is LR guaranteed. So you have all these LRs. Now these Dokkan Fest LRs are not going to be in here. But LR UI Goku will be in here. LR Vegeta and Nappa will be here. I don't know if LR Jiren will be in here. I really doubt it, especially since because he's just coming out. I doubt he'll be on this banner, but I don't know, right? I don't know, but I think every LR before Jiren will definitely be on this banner. So think about this, right? You got 50, 150, no, 50, 100, 150. I jumped ahead. 200 stones. 200 stones, and you're guaranteed. In 200 stones, you're guaranteed an EZA unit, an extreme or a super class lead, 2 category leaders, 1 extreme and 1 super, and then an LR in 200 stones. That is an insane value, which is why these are just absolutely crazy. It's an insane value. Now, when would you choose this banner over this banner, right? You would choose this banner when you have almost everything here, right? I have been playing the game for quite a while, right? So let me show you what I have. I have this guy, I have this guy, I have this guy. I don't actually have you, which is very interesting, but okay. I have you, you. I don't actually have you either, but I have you. I don't even have you, but I have you too. So there's like 3 units I don't have here, right? So the chance of me actually pulling a unit that I can actually use, very minimal. Now, of course, rainbowing is something completely different. I only have a few of these units actually legitimately rainbowed, so that's another thing. As long as you can pull a dupe of something, that's also very good, but in terms of just getting something new, not that high of a chance, right? Now, for these units right here, I think the only unit I don't have here is this cooler. Honestly, in all of my accounts of Dokkan, I have actually never, ever pulled, like, I've never actually had this cooler in my box. Never. It used to be the same thing with this Goku, but I actually have Goku in my box now. Yeah, out of all these 120s, I've actually never owned a copy of this physical cooler from all the accounts I had, which is very interesting, but that's besides the point. I have every single one of these units. So, except for cooler, obviously. So, chance of pulling something new, very, very, very small, but it can happen. Now, keep with me for a second. I'm actually about to share with you guys another very interesting fact about this banner, right? So, here we go. All of these units, I have you. I don't have Super Saiyan 3 Bardock, that's fine. I have you, and you, okay? So I have all these, basically all these units, chance of pulling something new, very rare. So you basically want to go through all of these and just see which units you actually have. Do I actually have all these LRs? I don't have you. I have you. dude, dude, I feel like a whale. I used to remember looking at these, looking at this list and be like, damn, I'm missing so many. I'm only missing one of these LRs. Bro, I feel like a whale, dude. What the heck? Anyways, okay, so as you guys can see, the worth for me in terms of pulling something new, right? That's the way I'm looking at it, is very, very small. Whereas here, guess what? I don't have these two guys. I don't have this Whis, which I am dying for a copy of that Whis. I'm literally dying for a copy. So these are the 3 units in a pool of units that are just a lot smaller. Now, again, with this banner here, though, you can pull an LR off of any of these other steps. Keep that in mind. These LRs are still unfeatured in here. I've seen people pull LRs in step 1, 2, 3, 4, whatever. You can pull a category lead in any of these steps. You can do step 1 and pull an LR and an extreme category lead. You can do it. It's possible. So these actually intertwine, if that makes sense. Like you can pull something. It's just the last unit is going to be guaranteed of whatever this says. The last unit. But all these other 9 units can be anything. Even the LR. You can pull an LR off every single step if you actually get that lucky. Is it possible? Most likely not. But again, at the end of the day, anything is kind of possible. So I kind of just contradicted myself. That's the point. This banner is very, very strong. If you're new to the game, you want to go for this. Basically, if you're new to the game, you want to go for this. This is how you're going to build up your box. Allow yourself to actually beat a lot of the other events in the game. Some events that you may still be struggling with. Some Dokkan events, events that actually allow you to awaken some of these units. Right? If you're newer to the game, or you just haven't summoned a lot, or you're looking for the best bang of your buck, this is the way to go. If you're someone kind of like me, who has a lot of units, he has a pretty solid box. You're just looking for the next best thing, something with extreme power, like something, to take your box kind of like to the next level, which again, this banner could do as well. But if you already have most of these units, then you might have a better chance, or not better chance, but you might have a better time going for this banner, because you can still, again, walk out with these guys and your box is still so much better, especially if you don't have them, right? So what if you don't have any of these units and you don't have any of these units? At that point, I would say go for these, right? Because you can still spend 200 stones on this banner and not pull any of these units. Well, you're gonna pull these SRs no matter what, but there's no way to go 200 stones without pulling any of these SRs. I don't think it's possible, but someone can prove me wrong if you want. You can go 200 stones and not pull a single featured unit, where you can go 200 stones here and get at least one LR, but possibly many LRs, many category leads, many super extreme leads, and many EZA units. It's very possible. So let me know what you got. Before I end this video, it's actually a long video, but before I end, keep in mind, guys, this 2 years ago, I think it was, Super 17, this unit that I actually did not like this guy at all. I really didn't. I legitimately rainbowed this guy off of this step up. I did 1 rotation. I pulled 4 of this guy in 1 multi. I think it was 2 years. I don't think I was doing YouTube at the time or something like that, but whatever. I pulled 4 copies of this guy in 1 multi, just 1. And then the next summon, I pulled another copy of him and I rainbowed him instantly. So like that's why I actually have him rainbowed. I never pulled him outside of that, right? So again, you never know what's possible here, right? So if you guys enjoyed today's breakdown video, I hope you guys took something away from this. If you guys enjoyed, hit the like 1, subscribe if you are new, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.